Test. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Will Is Podcast. Did you miss me? How you doing? How you doing on this good old Monday? Whew. Well, I had a long weekend. I tell you that much of rest. Had to give me some rest. Had some things to do. Had some back end work to do as well. You know, because I want to give you my best quality work here. You know what I'm saying on the Will Is Podcast. Also took me time. I got some studying in myself. Got to do some things, but I also wanted to come up with this show, and we're gonna have Dr. AE on a little later. But I wanted to get this first part out for you because you know we both long winded. So I had some whip moments, and I had to share with you some things. We're gonna make it a little old school. Take it back with a little music this time. You know, real quick here on some. We're gonna do some. Try some chill hop. No, I like lounge better. We're gonna go with a little lounge. I ain't feeling that shit. I ain't feeling that either. We can do that. I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with that. That's cool. I can rock with that. All right, we back. We back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. The show today is, yeah, the Battle Within show. Who's winning? Check it out. We're gonna cover this show. You know, we're gonna do some whip moments. You know, stuff like that. But I haven't done a show with a little music in the background in a minute. So let me turn it down a little bit because I'm over talking it. All right. We're going to rock with it. But first of all, shout outs to all of my subscribers, all of the people that tune into the Wilderness Podcast. I know I've been gone for a couple of days, but yes, I'm back. So thank you for coming back and tuning in, and I hope you watch the shows. So anyway, here we go. The first whip moment, you know, I like to jump right into it. So the first whip moment is you have to ask yourself sometimes, this is a personal question. What do you actually know? What do you know? What do you know about you? Specifically. That question is hard to answer for some people because some folks don't have mothers or don't know their mother, don't have a father or don't know their father. And those that do don't have the best relationship with their parents. I was fortunate to have a great relationship growing up with my mother and father, it benefited me greatly. Only thing about it is when you become an adult, certain relationships has to be severed because the power dynamic is very tricky. The reason why you have to let some things mature apart is because there's no room together. It's not personal. It's just when things have to develop in their own right, you don't have to allow any outside influences. That's for you married folks out there. That's a lot of game I just gave you. But for you single people too, nobody's forcing you to be in a relationship. If you need to sever ties, sever them, regrow, renew, and re-understand where you gain your ground. It's quite simple. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I'm not trying to tell anybody to, you know, blow up their relationships or their homes, anything like that. What I'm explaining to you is how to maintain a peaceful element of living every day. Shit. Some people you just don't have to communicate with because the communication is not good. There's no respect there. There's no honor there. There's no realization. There's no growth. So when you don't have relationships that can mature and grow without deception and misinterpretations and misleadings and misunderstandings, but it's all deliberate and on purpose. There's no relation. There's no conversations to have like that with nobody because there's nothing that's going to be learned from it. It's only jungle jazz and bullshit coming out folks' mouth. A bunch of bullshit. That's all. Let's get to the next what moment, shall we? What don't you know? See, the first what moment is what do you know? Now, what don't you know? You don't know a lot, including myself. And the more you learn, you understand how much you do not know. That's why, when I do go into the mysteries and the stories and the tellings of, the mysteries, I have so much to learn, and I appreciate that. I think that I would call that a gain, something that I can completely appreciate having the ability to do, and that's learn. Absolutely. So we all don't know a lot, and there's a lot we may know, but as in comparison to universal knowledge, you have to understand that's forever told. That way you can never stop developing, growing, and being a more capable being. You have to challenge yourself. What happened to my damn music? Just stop playing my shit, huh? I didn't stop it. So what we got going on here? All right. Anyway, so when it comes to what don't you know, I advise you to never stop trying to learn the things that you don't know, because you can't be afraid of learning when it's a forever tool or forever developmental tool that you should always continue to develop. And that's learn, listen, and even nowadays, you can't even say a child like mine, because I got a little child that's 8 years old. Sometimes she thinks she know everything. So I have to remind her how much she don't know all the time, because she really need to listen. She can become just that much better if she take her time to slow down and listen. My mother told me the same thing, so that's how I know what to tell her, because it does work. You got to sound like a broken record, but hell, you got to keep telling them so that it can finally stick, and they do it, and they can become a better being. So can you adults that do the same shit. Adults that can't even listen. That's damn. Man, that's crazy. You an adult and you don't like to listen. Well, I know plenty of them. I'm related to plenty of them. For real. Know plenty of people too, related and unrelated to. Some non-listening motherfuckers, I tell you. Mine just don't even go far. The thing listening is a damn it's a disease. Some people really think if they listen to what you say, they mind don't interpret listening. They can talk and but they don't listen well. They fucked up in the head. They don't listen. It's a stupid thing. I promise you. It's stupid. It's a bad thing. A non-listener and think they right about shit. Ooh boy, that's the dumbest. Oh. I can't listen to people like that. I get them the fuck away from me. Get away, stay away. Stay away. Whew. Yeah. So then you got to go with who taught you? That's the next book moment. Who taught your ass? Yeah, who taught you? I guarantee you did not teach yourself. from a baby or from somebody taught you. You know, I had a luxury of being taught by my mother, my sisters, my grandparents, a lot by my grandfathers, a lot by my uncle, a lot. Been taught a lot by a lot of people growing up. It's a whole lot of people had a hand in my development. A lot. They gave me things and taught me things my mother could never teach me. Because she didn't have it in her to teach me. But let her tell it. She'll tell you she's the man and the woman. That's a lie. She was my mother. That is all. So, when it comes to who taught you, run that Rolodex in your head and think about who really taught you some real applicable life lessons that will get you to where you need to be even further within life. Yeah, that's what you think about. You think about the shit you learned when you was a youngster and you say, I can develop this. I can take this and I can make this something better. Yeah. Now you get it. But see, some people like out of place praise. Want credit for everything. It ain't do half shit that they think they did. They're irritant most of the time. Fucking irritable. Yeah. Those are the people that always got some advice to give that you don't fucking want and didn't ask for. Them people want too much with not enough to offer. When you become an adult, when you change, you shouldn't need your parents no more. That should be a privilege and a luxury. Everything should be nice, sweet, wonderful, and beautiful between everything. But when you're not giving that, I advise you to carve your own path out of happiness. It works better that way. You ain't got so many people trying to make decisions for you either. Let's get to the next what moment. Who's winning the battle and why? See, this show is what I've been subliminally telling you is you are in control of every aspect of your life every single day. But it's up to you to make certain decisions in pivotal situations to make that right decision when it counts. See, a lot of times making the right decision has to do with forethought. I can't tell you how to make a decision for you, but I can give you a platform of thought to think about it. Your next important decision, your next big thing, your next job, your next decision, your next relationship. See, a lot of things can be your damn downfall, and you set it up for yourself. It's true. But when you set yourself up for success, you, your family, and what you are moving toward with vision, not a blindfold on. See, some people want you to follow them, and they the one with the damn blindfold on. Don't get your ass out of here. You crazy. That's crazy. So why make certain decisions? Because it's your decision to make, and you shouldn't feel bad about none of that shit. Speak power, speak success, speak glory into what you choose to do. You're the only person that can do it. Then you just let the chips fall where they may. The next whip moment is it's not really a whip moment. It's a happy birthday to my fellow United States Marine Corps veterans that's active and retired, and my veterans, like me, a veteran, so happy birthday, Marines. Salute to you, my brethren. Yes, indeed. Happy birthday to the United States Marine Corps. 250 years old, I think. Pretty sure. Okay. Happy birthday, my brethren. All right. Next what moment is not knowing is abusing and misusing. See, let me give you a little parallel about like I say, belief. It took a couple of scholars that broke it down before me. It's like that was Dr. Kaba Hawata Kamati and Dr. Ray Hagens. They broke down one thing. They said belief is a gift of a lie. That's what it is. The lie is right in the middle of the fucking word. So when you believe something, understand your faith can get weary. And you're going to question your belief. You should question a lie. That's why we want to know things. And don't be afraid and don't be mad at what you don't know. That's an opportunity to learn. But you only know what you know, I promise you. Give you an example. Some people believe in God, right? I know. I don't have to believe something I know. I just think it's plural. I have a different mindset, different ideology. What if I think it's me? And I do. How about that? I do. Just to let you know that I do. As above, so below. Says that in Ecclesiastes. Sure does. Do you know your Bible? Look, I don't have to have a problem with the Bible, even though I don't deal with it anymore. It's kind of it's just there for you to, if you would like to study. I have one point in time. I just knew there was it was so much more. So I got into a whole lot of books. Yeah. Studied the Apocrypha. Mm-hmm. Yeah, studied a great deal, but we're gonna read some more of that. We're gonna get into some of that. Not gonna be today. Well, maybe later. I gotta eat. I ain't ate yet. A little later. Chicken take a little longer to get done. It's gonna be good too. Chicken, spinach. What I'm saying, some good old stuff. Good nourishment. I've been excited to eat tonight. Yes, indeed. Just waiting on the groceries to get done. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, Dr. A, me and Dr. A, we're gonna go on a little later. Just had to get this show out just for you guys and understand that I'm back. You understand what I'm saying? So check this out. Not knowing, it's just that abuse and misuse, because belief is a gift of a lie. So anyway. Lying is the worst. It's the last word moment for this show. Lying is the worst. I'm not telling you that everybody's supposed to know everything about you. I'm not telling you that you're not supposed to have some form of privacy. But there's also there's a transparency that you should have that allows people to trust you and understand that what you assigned to do, you can do. What you mean to do and what you can apply your skill sets to do, you can do what it takes. You can be successful at it, and you can apply what you learn. I keep telling you, this show is about learning, knowing the layers, understanding things, understanding what it takes. But it's two yous, man. It's two types of yous. You got to understand the physical you and the spiritual you. This is your vessel. This is what you look like. This is your representation of yourself. Yeah, you. But understanding, you got to take care of that spiritual you too. The most importantly. So this vessel and the spiritual, you got to keep them aligned. Do what it takes to take care of the physical and grow the spiritual. You want the spiritual in control. You want the first mind, the pioneer, to be the first. They call it the third eye. I call it first eye. That's that, that feeling. Then you get the intuition. Then you got your pituitary. You got all these different elements. You got your chakras. You got all of these different elements that you have to align in order to embrace your godship, your Christ-like nature, your divinity. It's in it's in you if you can just, you gotta pay attention, settle down, put yourself in the right frame of mind because it matters. So check it out. This is the first show. We're gonna try to get to the number two tonight. If we don't get to number two tonight, we're gonna do it tomorrow because Dr. AE and I supposed to go on Tuesdays anyway, but he wants to. I think he want to do a show tonight. So yeah, we're gonna do part two. I like the part one and two sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just may do that. But anyway, hey, thank you for tuning in to the show tonight. First half, that's the show. But check it out. You know what it is. It's my favorite part of the show. The wheel is go. Be cool. I'll be back. Be easy.